Hey everyone. I had uploaded a video in regards to making contracts, annulling old contracts, and no longer tolerating certain things. In a sense where the intention was make a contract where things are now suiting who you are, what you need, what you're now tolerating. Focus on that rather than what you don't want to tolerate, because when you feel out what you need and want, you're not going to tolerate anything else or less, okay? So, as you can see, many pages with my signature on it. New contracts, everything that I need, okay? Written in here. So, you got to do what is good for you, okay? The line is very thin for me right now in regards to me staying here in Armenia. And why I'm saying this is for the past year, I've really seeing and feeling how much of everything I said I was going to do, I actually accomplished. Like, I'm seeing it everywhere. And everything I did, helping other people, helping communities, helping Armenians, helping the area, helping, everything. If you've been watching me up this far, if you're new to the channel, go watch my videos where I'm explaining a lot of stuff that I've done here in Gyumri. It's done, it's complete. So my old contract, so that I don't have to repeat the same stuff, I annulled it. I ripped it up. I'm done. So the line is very thin in regards to me staying here. So yesterday someone was telling me, okay, sell your apartment, go to Yerevan, or come live with me in Yerevan. And I'm like, no. Because you have to understand how I feel and see everything here. I didn't initially come here to make friends. People have to understand that about me. I never moved to Armenia to make friends. I moved to Armenia to complete something. I moved to Armenia for a purpose, for a reason, for something that had to do with my father, something that had to do with my family, which was coming out through communities of work. I no longer will tolerate doing these things anymore because there's no need to do it anymore. I no longer tolerate being pushed to the side, taking credit, other people taking credit for my work. I'm seeing people on the streets. They're seeing me, people who know me very well, people who I've done so much to help them. And I can see the fear in their eyes, yet there's so much love and respect coming from them at the same time with fear when they look at me. The point is, people are not getting that. To me, everyone at this point, whether they're locals or they live in another city or town in Armenia, or they're even diasporans, you all look the same to me right now. And you all have the same perspective and the way of going about something, which I feel like I've already accomplished and I no longer need to be doing. So me living in Armenia, the only thing that's keeping me here, honey bunnies, is this fucking house and visa passport. That is it. Let's be brutally honest. That is it. This trip that I'm going to be taking to Montenegro, this retreat that this is going to make it or break it, because everything else has been breaking it for me, where I'm not tolerating it. My soul deserves so much more. My spirit, my well-being, my emotional, my mental, my physical well-being. I've completed work and accomplished work here probably no one else could have ever done at all, ever. Hence why I was, pulled to come here. But me thinking about it, me realistically opening up a covenant of Hecate here, really, do I really want to engage and keep that in a very Soviet country? Really? So like I said, it's very thin right now for me, where this trip that's coming up is going to make it or break it for me. And what I say that is, if I'm going to sell my apartment, I'm not moving anywhere else to buy another apartment or rent anywhere else in Armenia. It means I'm leaving the fucking country and I'm never coming back. Because I've done the work. Because I completed my contract and I do not want to renew it. If I decided to stay in Armenia, which realistically doesn't look very fucking good, because in my new renewal of a contract, I'm choosing to have supportive, loving, accepting, understanding, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually healthy people in my life. And I want to be brutally honest. I've been here for 5 years. I haven't even found one person who is that way. Can I be honest? Not one. Not in the spiritual communities, not through the diasporans, not through the locals. There seems to be, without hurting people, remember, I'm still a psychologist, I can diagnose people legally, an Armenian disease, which is Armenians, a very high percentage of them, have a very difficult time accepting their own wrongdoing as wrongdoing, judging other people and criticizing. Even if they're not doing it to me, they're doing it to other people. They will literally say something is wrong about someone, 2 seconds later, criticize what that person is wearing. As an example, 2 seconds later, they have a hard time admitting you can explain something about yourself or something, they don't get it. They will pretend to get it, but they don't get it. I can't be around that any longer. So, in this new contract, okay, there's only so much I can do as a human being. The rest of it has to be delivered by the universe, if it is part of my fate. I personally, from what I've seen out of life, we all have the power, the willpower to change our destiny, but there is an ultimate fate, okay? So, as you've watched me, I keep saying how I awoke in my North Node and it brought me to Jordan. Petra was what pulled me in, and Wadi Rum as well, but mainly Petra and Wadi Rum. Now, when we went to Amman, literally, I didn't feel a spiritual anything there for me. But when we were passing Aqaba, the Red Sea and Aqaba, just the buildings, the energy there, I loved it. And I was like telling the other people, if I ever come back to Jordan, which I knew I would, I'm going to stay and live in Aqaba. And everybody's like, oh, there's nothing to do there. I'm like, for me, this is heaven on earth. The Red Sea is right there. The energy, the beauty of the place. I said, I'm not going to Amman. The thing is, going to Yerevan, to Jordan, immediately you got to go to Amman, and it's a 4-hour drive to Aqaba, and then an hour away from Wadi Rum. So I said, I'm going to do Aqaba. So in my new contract, that's all in there. And when I get back from my vacation from Montenegro in August, like I said, it's very thin for me right now. I'm most likely going to do, there were talks about maybe going to Indonesia or other countries the end of this year as well. But like I said, this next trip is going to make it or break it for me. Because I can't tolerate receiving less than what I communicate and what I fucking believe I deserve. I'm a giver. If someone gives me one good thing, I give 100 back. I don't have time to give 100 good to receive 200 fucking bad. I don't have time. I deserve better. This is what all this weight is on me for, okay? That is why all this weight is on me. I know for a fact when I move to a healthy environment that is good for my body, mind, and soul, this weight would naturally drop. Naturally, without me having to even look into it or care about it. So, contracts, moving to Aqaba. If I go, I think there's a 90% chance I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for 3 months. During this 3 months, I'm really going to sense if this is a place for me to move permanently. If I find that in that 3 months, I fall in love as I did when I walked into Wadi Rum, Aqaba, and Petra, I will sell this apartment in Gyumri, and I will buy myself a small home or an apartment in Aqaba. I wouldn't be able to live in Wadi Rum because it's very hot. I'm going to be going in the middle of the winter. And in the summer in Aqaba, you know, there's air conditioning. Wadi Rum, there's no water, guys. Like, literally, even the Bedouin camps there, like, they have to shut down the water, or it's very minimal because they try to save water because there's a shortage of water. Aqaba is a huge touristic place. They're investing millions and millions of dollars. It's turning into a huge place. So everything I worked very hard for Gyumri to be, Aqaba is becoming. Plus, it's got the fucking sea. I need to be where my dream place to live, to be, in order for me to be healthy body, mind, and soul, because I'm such an energetically sensitive but strong woman. I need to be near water, the mountains, and a very safe environment, okay? I'd be bordering Egypt, Israel, and I'll be in Jordan. Jordan is pretty safe, and yeah. So like I said, for me, my contract has been renewed in a sense that from this day moving forward, one of the most important things to me is family or a circle of friends. I'm not talking about 10 friends. I'm talking about 1 to 3 or 5 friends, 3, that will be very supportive, loving, and accepting of me emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and so on and so forth. And I'm not settling for less. I haven't found that here in 5 years. These are people who are hyenas, realistically, who are trying to act like lions, but they are not. Okay? They are not. That's like me trying to be a lion if I'm a bat. It's not the same fucking thing. We gotta get real. People who cannot get real with themselves are not my people. I've completed things. Realistically, I don't need to be here. And thankfully, I had a conversation with someone who really confirmed that for me. So, again, I'm doing what I can to make this happen, but the universe needs to deliver the rest if it's something that is supposed to happen for me, because it's not safe, it's not good for my mental health or my emotional well-being or my physical well-being for me to live here in Armenia forever. It's just not. Other diasporans, other Armenians, they can do it. They can come here, they can put in the effort, I've made the path easy for them, okay? Gyumri is not dead town anymore. Last night I was out, which I hardly ever am, and the center was crazy busy. I'm talking crazy busy. Not my type of people, not my crowd of people, but it was still crazy, okay? So the path can continue with those who want to be part of it, but I don't feel like I want to be part of it anymore. You know, it's time to move forward. It's time to move on. I'm officially 36. Like I said, my main aim is to be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, physically, and financially secure and safe and happy, man. Nothing else is important to me. Eating, shitting, come on. So I'll just leave it at that. Again, make your contracts, annul ones that you feel are no longer serving you, write out new ones. It's in your hands. We got a full moon coming up, July the 3rd. I'll be in Sevan, and then I'm going to go to Zalgazor, and then I'm going to Montenegro. So I'm pretty sure Montenegro, I'll be, you know, experiencing some shifts there too. But realistically, I don't want to build relationships in Armenia. I haven't found anyone that's worthy of my friendship, and I just, it's not going to happen. So thank you for watching. If this has hurt your feelings, it's not meant to, but I got to take care of my own. So, bye for now.